The NFL certainly has our attention after last weekend, and soon all eyes will be on Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56. But is the host city ready? That is the pulse of America. Los Angeles and its SoFi Stadium host the Super Bowl in a little more than 2 weeks. And tonight there are concerns about protecting it. 1,300 members of the LAPD and 1,200 from the sheriff's office in LA are currently out sick. That's 2,500 law enforcement officers out, many of them with breakthrough cases of COVID. Many of them have been vaccinated. And that has led the chief of police to say the LAPD is looking at contingency plans ahead of Super Bowl week. That's when tens of thousands of fans, media, the two teams, their families and staff will all descend on the city for a week full of events leading up to the game. Remember, the Super Bowl, not just a one-day affair for the host city. The police shortage comes as crime remains a big issue in L.A. Last year, murders were up nearly 12%, and there have been another 26 homicides already this year alone. Today, of course, the 26th of January, which means one murder a day. Slightly lower than last year at this point, but attention on Los Angeles crime now even reaching the international community. You may have seen this week. In response to President Biden evacuating U.S. diplomats from the Ukrainian capital ahead of a possible Russian invasion, a source close to Ukraine's president, who took exception, was quoted as saying, quite frankly, these Americans are safer in Kiev than they are in Los Angeles or any other crime-ridden city in the U.S. Joining us now to talk more about this, Congressman Mike Garcia, who represents part of the L.A. area, and Detective Jamie McBride, who has warned tourists on our broadcast before, don't come here, we can't protect you. Congressman, let's start with you. The police chief there is worried about the Super Bowl. Are you?
Yeah, I think, we should be worried about everything in our city and our county right now. Look, this is a confluence of a perfect storm for criminals right now that we're witnessing. On the heels of the defund the police movement and these protests in front of our law enforcement officers, we have Prop 47, which downloads felonies to misdemeanors, Prop 57, which allows everyone to get out of jail early, and AB 109 that forces our local jails to house folks who would have normally been in state penitentiaries. And we are actively defunding our local law enforcement, whether it's LAPD or our sheriffs in LA County. This with $0 bail policies and Gascon, who won't charge criminals and enhance their charges when they've done bad things. This is the Wild West all over again. And so, yes, I'm worried about the Super Bowl, and I'm worried about our everyday lives as Angelenos in Los Angeles County right now. Yeah,
we'll talk more about that because I know you had sort of a virtual discussion about it today. But, Detective, let's bring you in on this. What do you do for the Super Bowl for contingency plans? I mean, we mentioned on the way in here, you're looking at 2,500 law enforcement officers who are out sick. And this, as we mentioned, isn't just one day. It's not Super Bowl Sunday. It's a whole week.
Absolutely. You know what? It should be called Super Bowl of murders in Los Angeles because that's what it's coming to be. But we have to look at what the problem is. Right now, we have a company called Bluestone, and they're responsible for testing our officers to see if they're positive for COVID. And it's taking sometimes up to 10 days to get that positive results back, which means that officer is out there dealing with the community, fellow officers, and that's how we're getting so many people sick now is because this company is not coming back fast enough with the results. And let's not forget, this company is owned by a city commissioner who was awarded a no-bid $3 million contract, meaning nobody else could put in for this contract, and he got it. It sounds shady. We've been asking for investigations, and this is just another thing of why this needs to be investigated because the results are not coming back fast enough.
So down this many officers, Detective, what are your options?
You know, really, no days off for officers. They're going to be looking at longer than 12-hour shifts. We need to call in our reserve officers, if that's even possible to call in that many on short notice. Really, we're becoming a reactive police department instead of a proactive police department, meaning if there's crimes committed, we can't prevent them. All we can do is show up and take a report. And unfortunately, that's what we're seeing now. If you're planning to come to the Super Bowl, they're talking about handing out N95 masks at the Super Bowl for everybody that attends, when really they need to start handing out bulletproof vests because that's the only thing that's going to keep them safe.
Congressman, we talked about this virtual discussion. You called it a commitment to law and order. What came out of this discussion today, and where do you think it needs to go?
Well, I think it was an eye-opener for a lot of our constituents. We had about 500 folks call in and see this interview that I had. It's basically a conversation with LA County Sheriff Alex Villanueva, who's been on the right side of this policy discussion. He's pushing for law and order. He's supporting the victims rather than the criminals. And I want to also thank Detective McBride for his service. Look, we've got to double down right now as a society to defend the police right now rather than defund them. And what we heard from Alex Villanueva was he's fighting more crime with fewer resources. Almost 10% of his department is currently not there. He's not allowed to hire because of the hiring freeze from the Board of Supervisors. They're facing the challenges with COVID as well. The deputies are anywhere from 70 to 100 hours of overtime each month. And the irony of all this, Joe, is that there are still politicians, our president, our governor, our local electeds, who are still pushing this defund the police movement, even though we see the tangible results of this. This is like Gotham City right now. And Gascon is operating like the penguin of Gotham City, enabling the criminals. And so, our sheriff and our LAPD officers are trying to do the right thing, but they're being cut off at the knees by local elected politicians. And this forum was an opportunity for our constituents to hear exactly what's going on in our streets and talk about the solutions moving forward.
Detective, we hear these things and you almost wonder, where do you start, right? I mean, you're facing so many challenges right now. What needs to happen? And is it sort of a domino effect? If you can get A, then maybe B and C fall in place as well.
Well, I'd like to echo what the congressman said. Alex Villanueva, the LA County sheriff, is becoming America's sheriff. He's putting public safety first and politics second. And you are seeing results on what he's doing. And I think everybody needs to take that lead. And to be quite honest with you, I think every sheriff and police chief in the state of California should do what's right, since we can't keep them safe because of the elected officials we have, and start issuing concealed weapons permits so they can start keeping themselves safe. Unfortunately, that's what it's coming down to.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it starts, because we all know it's happening locally. And you could certainly say that President Biden has not been a fan of defunding the police, Congressman. You heard this line, though, speaking to the president, that Americans are safer in Kiev than L.A. It's almost sad, but true.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. And when we have people who kill law enforcement officers in our county, we don't send them to our county DA. We send them to the federal government for charging. This is something out of a bad movie. It's a cultural problem, and we've got to educate the constituents here. We, the people, need to speak up. We hired and we elected some of these officials with their bad policies that got us here. We need to hold them accountable, and we need to, above all things, put a priority to our own personal security and welfare above a loyalty to a party. Stop voting along party allegiances and do what's right for our communities, do what's right for our country. And in this case, back the blue and be proud of that support for our law enforcement. Teach our kids the same. We talk about local, Congressman, but is there something more Congress can do to address the crime situation? Several cities set homicide records this year. Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got to turn our back on this progressive and woke criminal justice view that criminals need to be coddled. I sit on the Appropriations Committee in Congress. Even in our last hearings back in June of last year, just a few months ago, more than half of that committee, in the form of the Democrats, were actively pushing defund the police aspects to our federal budgets. These are grants that go to local law enforcement agencies. We need to be doing the opposite. I'm proud that we were able to help secure a 7-figure grant for our local LA County sheriffs as we are fighting this illegal activity and this rising crime rate. But we need every elected official to do the same thing. And the federal level, the state level, and the county level all need to chip in here and fix this problem. It's all levels of government. Well, the numbers certainly tell the story across the country, for sure. Congressman Mike Garcia of California and LAPD Detective Jamie McBride, it's good to see you both. Thanks for the time. Thanks, Joe. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.